Hey y'all, we are still in the book of John. We are still following the miracles of John, and we are in chapter 4, verses 46 to 54. Now, remember, the reason why we're following the miracles of John is because John told us that the miracles and the signs and wonders that he included in his book is all to make you believe. It is all about authenticating and corroborating who Jesus is, right? And his authority so that you can believe in him. And so we want to follow these miracles. We've already followed and saw the wine being turned into water in Cana in chapter 2 on last first Sunday, and now we're in chapter 4 where some healing is going to take place. So I'm going to be reading from the NASB version. I'm just going to read the first part or all of it, and then we're going to get started. So, therefore, he came again to Cana of Galilee, where he had made the water wine. And there was a royal official whose son was sick at Capernaum. When he heard that Jesus had come out of Judea into Galilee, he went to him and was imploring him to come down and heal his son, for he was at the point of death. So Jesus said to him, "Unless you people see signs and wonders, you simply will not believe." The royal official said to him, "Sir, come down before my child dies." Jesus said to him, "Go, your son lives." The man believed the word that Jesus spoke to him and started off. As he was now going down, his slaves met him, saying that his son was living. So he inquired of them the hour when he began to get better. They said to him, "Yesterday at the 7th hour, the fever left him." So the father knew that it was at that hour in which Jesus said to him, "Your son lives." And he himself believed in his whole household. This is again a second sign that Jesus performed when he had come out of Judea into Galilee. All right, let's back it on up to verse 46. And we're going to look at verses 46 through 47. Now, let's set the scene of this whole miracle. What has happened is that Jesus is back in Cana, where he turned the water into wine. He's in this region of Galilee in the city of Cana. We have this royal official who has come from Capernaum to seek out Jesus in Cana. Now, why? Is because his son is sick. His son is about to die. This royal official who's somewhere in the king's court, got some power, got some authority, got a little bit of pull. But when it comes to this particular situation of getting my son healed, of making sure that my son is okay, he can't do anything about it. And he goes to someone whom he believes can't. Okay, he has to have some type of belief that Jesus can, or why else would he leave his sick child to come to a whole nother city seeking out Jesus? And so we see him asking Jesus in 47 to come down to Capernaum with him to heal his son. Come with him to heal his son. Verse 48 says that Jesus says to him, "Unless you people see signs and wonders, you simply will not believe." Okay. Now, remember, we got this father who has left this sick child in another city to come to ask Jesus to heal his child. And I'm sure there's a lot of nervousness and a lot of anxiousness and a lot of fear and uncertainty because you don't know what has happened to your child. And as you wait to hear Jesus answer, Jesus tells you, he gives you a, pretty much to me, it comes off as a SMH moment, shaking my head. Unless I do signs and wonders, y'all will not believe. Okay, we talked about signs and wonders on last week. Signs and wonders. Sign mean it authenticates and corroborates who he is. Okay, it is never ever just done for the sake of doing it, for your sake or for the people who are watching, but it always leads back to helping other people believe and see who he is by way of the power, so that you can believe in him. That is the reason why he does them. But he's saying here that it seems as if I have to do them. I have to continue to invoke your feelings and bless you and do things for you and have you oohing and ahhing in order for you to believe. Jesus is a little bit exasperated, and it seems like the man is too. I'm going to read that into it because he says, the royal official just says to him, "Sir, come down before my child dies." Okay, he's just waiting on Jesus to stop talking. I hear what you're saying, but here's what I need. My child is about to die. Okay, so I come to ask you to come with me to heal my son. He simply requests again what he needs, and that is for Jesus to come with him to Capernaum to heal his child. Okay, so now Jesus responds, and he tells him in verse 50, go, your son lives. Okay, so we got partial what the man asked for, because the man is seeking healing for his child, and Jesus is saying that the son lives, but he told him to go. I actually come with me though. This next part, y'all, blew my mind, because if it was me, I would have had a ton of questions. I would have said, how do I know if my child is living? I would have said, well, what do I do if I get there and my child is still sick? I mean, there's just so many different things. I would have probably just said, can you just please just come with me? Just come with me, and just to heal my child. I need you to do that. However, this man did not do that. It says the man believed the word that Jesus spoke to him, and he started off. He believed it. And he just turned around and he left, because he believed the word, y'all. Word is a deep word, okay? When we talk about it in the original language, it's deep. But the man believed the word, and he just turned without questions and assumptions, and he returned home without Jesus to his child. Okay, so 51 says, as he was now going down, his slaves met him, saying that his son was living. So he inquired of them the hour when he began to get better, and they said to him, yesterday at the 7th hour, the fever left him. And the father knew that it was at the hour in which Jesus said to him, your son lives. I want you to see this image in your brain. Okay, can you imagine him seeing the officials, or seeing them come toward him, his servants come toward him, and just really not knowing what they're going to say, and they tell him, hey, your son lives, and so he's excited, and he's happy, and all these emotions are showing on his face, and then he asks him, can y'all tell me when he started to get better? And they tell him about the time, and then his mouth really drops open, and his eyes really bug out, and they're like, well, what's going on? Are you okay? Everything is okay because your son lives. And he tells them, yes, but y'all, when I went to Jesus, Jesus told me to go, and my son lives. And at that moment, the same time he told me to leave, y'all are telling me it's the same time that my son started feeling better. And they probably was like, so you mean to tell me that man healed your son way in Cana? He way from there? And the man was like, yeah, that's what it seemed like. And you know what happened as a result of that? The whole household believed, okay? I just painted a picture that wasn't there, that's not in the Bible, but I'm just telling you what I think may have happened. Okay, Jesus then caused everybody to believe by the way he healed his son. And 54 says, this is again a second sign that Jesus performed when he had come out of Judea into Galilee. Now, we said that signs corroborate and authenticate who he is. Okay, you will see his power and the work of the Holy Spirit, so that you can believe who he is and who sent him. Right. So, in order for you to do that, when you ask for a sign or a miracle, please know that it will not go according to the way you think it will, okay? 9 times out of 10. However we ask him to do it, if it's within our way of thinking, if it's in the human reasoning, that can't be a sign or a miracle, because I got to blow your mind, okay? I got to show you that I am God and I can do what you can't do. So in this passage, go back up. This man is asking him in verse 47, he is asking him to come with him to Capernaum to heal his son. Okay, I need you to leave Cana, come with me to be in the presence of my child, to lay hands on him, to say whatever you need to do to heal my son. Come with me to heal my son. That's human reasoning. But Jesus tells him to go, and your son lives. That is the miraculous happening right there. That is Jesus staying put where he is, because I don't need to go anywhere to heal your child. And because Jesus can say a word from Cana and heal your child, the whole entire household now believes, not just the man, who obviously believed, because why else would he seek Jesus out to come heal his son in the first place? Why would he just turn and walk away when Jesus said that your child lives? If he did not believe, that's because this man already knew that Jesus had said the word, okay? Word. I told you I was going to tell you what that's about. It is divine utterance, okay? It is the expression of the thought of the Father, okay? This man knew that Jesus wasn't just talking, okay? When Jesus said the word, when Jesus said, go, your son lives, at that moment, it was done, okay? Oh, y'all got to look at that word in its original language, because it says it's the completeness. It's fulfilled. It is done. Go, your son lives. At the moment that Jesus told the Father to go, the fever left at the same time. I'm sending both of y'all away at the same time with just a word, okay? Go, your son lives. Now, check out the tense in here, because when it says your son lives, we're not talking about, he didn't say go and your son will be living when you get there. He didn't say go and your son is being healed. No, your son is, he lives now, present tense. It is already done, okay? You know why it's already done? Because I'm Jesus, all right? I just authenticated and corroborated who I am, all right? Now, let's look at the message in here for us. Okay, backing it up. When it says, go, your son lives, y'all, 9 times out of 10, when we get instructions, when we come with a request and we're asking God to do something for us, there will be some type of instructions, okay? There will be something in it that we will need to do. We saw that in the miracle of Cana with the water into wine. Jesus told the disciples to fill the pots up with water and take it to the headmistress, okay? In this case, he's telling the man to go and your son lives. There is a simple part that we can handle, okay? You can handle filling the pots up with water. But the Jesus thing is turning into wine. That's a me thing. And I can take care of that part. All right. You can handle going. Okay. You turn around, you walk, you go right back from where you came from, because you can handle that. But the Jesus thing is the healing part, because I'm the only one that can do that. All right. So we want to look for our instructions. What is the part that I need to do, that I need to obey? And we do it, no matter how simple, no matter how out of the way it seems, to fill it up with water or to turn around and leave without you. It doesn't matter. When he says the word, okay, the divine utterance, we do it, and then we trust him to do his part. Let him be God. Let him do in an instant what you can't do. Provide in an instant what wasn't there already. It's already done. And not only is it already done, it's perfect, it's complete, it's good. All right. Let him be God. The second thing I want you to see is when it says, go, your son lives. That man turned and left. At the moment that Jesus said, go, your son lives, his request had been granted. Okay. It would have took some time for him to realize that his request was granted, that Jesus had answered his prayer. If it hadn't been for the servants coming to meet him before he even got to Capernaum, he wouldn't have known until he got back to the city that Jesus had already answered his request. And that is what I want you to keep in mind. When we go before the Father and we ask him for something, it's already done, okay? It may take us some time to get to the point to where we see it. There may be a process before it is fully realized, but it don't mean that Jesus had already took care of your situation, okay? Because he says the word and it is done, all right? Signs and miracles, they authenticate and they corroborate who he is for one reason, so that we can believe, all right? Next First Sunday, we will be in chapter 5, where he will be healing the paralytic by the pool, which is an awesome story as well. And I can't wait to jump into it. Now, if you want to know about my shirt, Glam, Godly, Loving, and Motivated, it's in the description. And if I can say this, please, with these shirts, make sure you represent God right when you wearing God is dope and all these different shirts. Don't be out there acting a fool, how people think that Christians act like that, all right? Okay, that was just a side note. Anyway, in the meantime, look for the miracles in your life, okay? Look for him authenticating, corroborating who he is, so that we can do what? It's all about believing, okay? We're in John next week. See y'all next First Sunday.